Okay, so how do you summon one of these patron things? Cory motioned to the air around her where these strata supposedly lived. Ah, yes, an excellent question there, Coriander, Vespari responded, and Cory was not sure if he was actually congratulating her or just stalling for time. The simple answer is it, varies from person to person. Some make that connection through technology, some make that connection through spirituality, and some relatively fiendish people have actually trapped strata and forced them to be patrons. And we are not that fiendish, Coriander. Vespari grew as stern as he could as he looked at the scheming behind Cory's eyes. Cory reluctantly shook that scheme out of her head and turned to ask Vespari, all right, well then, how did you do it? Me? Well, quite simple, through the power of dance. Vespari waved one of his hands, sending an unnatural ripple from one side of his body all the way to the other. Oh, well, that doesn't seem too hard, Cory responded, lifting her arm and attempting to do the same. And, well, she did do pretty good. Cory found herself limited by the fact that the human body simply only has so many joints and cannot actually ripple like water. Good, Coriander, but it has to be more like this. You see, we wave, we wave. No, it's you must feel the wave. There isn't any wave here, Vespari. That's why you manifest it. The wave around you in the space. Feel the water. Just like an ocean is filled with water, feel all that is around you and let it move through your body. Feel the music. Or, Vespari said, looking back at a very unenthusiastic Cory, we could continue our walk to your sister's boost ball game. Okay, no, I can feel it. As if attempting to manifest a song with which to ripple through the air, Cory started singing, and it was the weirdest thing. She didn't really believe Vespari. Cory, after all, was a con woman, and when you're a con artist, you always have to be on the lookout for those things that appear unbelievable and life-changing. But as she made the motions, not any better, but with greater enthusiasm and a more accurate rendition of Mayor Vespari's particular version of Grace, she could swear that she actually heard music. It's at this point that I would have Cory roll, but I asked all of you to roll for her, and you gave her a 14.5. Cory, for the first time in a while, felt free, loose, authentic, and she could swear she could, for just brief moments, actually sense that world Vespari was talking about, the one hidden in the atmosphere. She could smell a recipe from centuries ago. She could see two lovers standing at the edge of a Titanic ship, and she could again hear this music. The issue was that Vespari could as well, and unlike Cory, he knew that this was something he should not be able to sense. So, Cory felt her world twirl and tumble and eventually come crashing to the ground as the mayor grabbed her with his long arms and threw her to the ground, right out of the way of a giant, smelephant-sized golden string. Young Coriander, are you all right? Ow! What the hell was that? Cory initially was referring to the mayor throwing her to the ground, but as she got a greater sense of her immediate surroundings, the question then shifted to the earthquake-like rumbling, the loud, war-like music, and the golden strings weaving themselves across Neulettia. It took Cory a while to take all this in, but it took Mayor Vespari no time at all. Aho! Think you can cause problems in my town, boyo? I have fought off one intruder already! You shall face the might of the Mayor Vespari! The mayor reached to his metal-filled pouch and started to pull out the materials again. This faint dust circled around him, showing grace and power, before solidifying into small, razor-sharp spears, which the mayor pulled back with one hand and with his other cast forward in such a way that they fell immediately to the ground. Well, that's not how it's supposed to. The mayor twirled around again, re-lifting up these shards, and this time they fell even before he could throw them. The mayor tried doing the dance he had showed Cory moments earlier, but Cory could see that his limbs had now gotten what would be flexible for any other person, but for him, stiff and wooden. And before the mayor could even attempt his magic one more time, he found himself bound by a new, thick, golden string, completely helpless and magicless. Cory, meanwhile, refused to accept the horror that was entering her heart. Normally, in a situation like this, she would have some kind of con, some kind of scheme, but just like earlier, just like with that strata that had taken the form of an age-old warrior, Cory's mind ran blank, and she could barely even hear the mayor as he shouted,
Coriander, Coriander, you must dance. I believe in your power of dance.
The mayor's arms getting even more stiff as the wires pulled his patron's magic out of him, reached out for Cory, who looked at him for the world's longest second, before simply uttering, I'm sorry, and running into the unknown.
Oh dear! It seems like some powerful golden strings have attacked Neulettia. They feel oddly familiar, but it's no time to think about where we might have seen them before. Instead, we have to figure out what Cory does next after leaving Mayor Vespari to his fate.